Good morning, dear students. How are you all? Fine, very good. Take out your SST book, block number 21. Today we'll finish with this last chapter and I'll send you notes. So, from tomorrow, we'll have only revision classes. Block number 21 is what is environment? In this chapter, we are going to see components of the environment, ecosystem, human interaction with the environment, threats to the environment. Last time in online class, we saw about a story, Walk to School. Now let's start with the next para, that is environment. The term environment is derived from the French word environ, which means to surround. Environment means all the external conditions, people, place, things, and nature surrounding an organism. The environment is a combination of natural, human, and human-made environments. Here in figure 1, you can see the components. The natural environment includes both biotic and abiotic components. Biotic components include all living organisms such as plants and animals. Abiotic components include all natural non-living elements such as air, water, and sunlight. The human environment includes human beings and their families, communities, religion, and education. The human-made environment includes all things made by human, such as buildings, roads, monuments, and factories. More on natural environment. We have already learned about the four domains of the earth: the lithosphere, the hydrosphere, the atmosphere, and the biosphere. Let us refresh our knowledge about these four domains. Lithosphere. The lithosphere is a solid surface of the earth made up of an uneven rocky crust and thin layer of soil. It has an irregular surface made up of various landforms like mountains, valleys, plateaus, and plains. The lithosphere provides us land for agriculture and for building houses and roads. It is an important source of mineral wealth. Hydrosphere, water in all forms, solid, liquid, and gaseous, present on Earth is referred to as the hydrosphere. Water covers three-fourths of Earth's surface in the form of oceans, rivers, lakes, ponds, underground water, and even in the form of glaciers and water vapor. Water is essential for all living organisms. Atmosphere. The atmosphere is the layer of air surrounding the Earth, held in place by the Earth's gravitational force. It is made up of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, other gases, water vapor, and dust. The atmosphere provides us with life supporting gases, protects us from the harmful rays of the sun. Changes in weather and climate also take place due to the change in the atmosphere. And the last one is the biosphere. Biosphere is the narrow contact zone between the lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere where life exists. So these are the four components of natural environment which we have previously learned. Today we have refreshed our knowledge by once again reading this. What is learning about ecosystems? With tears in her eyes, Sridivya told her classmate their favorite forest patch would soon be destroyed. In a Solomon group, they sat together during lunch break discussing other other instance when the natural environment had been harmed due to human activities. Navin talked about the time a beautiful pond in his village in Uttar Pradesh had been drained to make space for new buildings. The pond was heart of a village. Even though everyone loved to spend time there, we respected the chital and wild boars came there to drink water and relax under the haldu tree every afternoon. Once in a while, we would even hear of an elephant drinking out of pond in our village, said Adishri indignantly. People did not even respect the animals. Every year, Olive Ridley turtles swim hundreds of kilometers to lay their egg on the beaches of Andhra Pradesh. However, the fishermen would spread their nest and the turtle would get entangled. The month we left our village, we saw hundreds of dead turtles wash up ashore. As they sat in silence thinking about the threats to the environment, Sridivya thought so many different stories, the vegetation, the animals, and the way people live, so different. Everywhere I wondered why. So, dear children, now you must have understood how human beings have been destroying atmosphere, the environment, where we all are responsible for it. Let's see ecosystem. What is an ecosystem? Ecosystem consists of living organisms, including plants, animals, insects, and microorganisms, and their non-living surroundings or habitat. Living organisms interact with each other and are interdependent. They also interact with and are dependent on their surroundings. This complex relation of living organisms with each other and with their surrounding is referred to as an ecosystem. This is all ecosystem. Every living organism, they are interdependent on each other and also within non-living things. And this all this all is ecosystem. Ecosystem may be large or small and includes ocean, rivers, lake, pond, grassland, desert, and plains. Let us understand this with an example of a pond ecosystem. Aquatic plants and algae grow at the bottom of and on the banks of pond. The stems, roots, and leaves of aquatic plants provide shelter to insects and other pond life, including small fish and crabs. The weed growing in the pond attracts insects, which fish and frogs feed on. Ducks feed on the algae, while bigger fish feed on the smaller fish. Birds like stroke and herons feed on the bigger fish. Butterflies are attracted to the flowers of aquatic plants around the pond. Mammals like deer feed on plants in the shallow portion of the pond. And amphibians and reptiles like turtle and snake depend on pond plants for food and shelter. Predatory birds like eagles feed on fish, snakes, and aquatic birds. Figure 2, you can see this. So, up till now, you must have understood, you must have clearly understood the ecosystem, how every living organism or non living things also depend on each other, and this all forms an ecosystem. See figure 2, a pond ecosystem. How every animal is depend on each other for shelter, food, for living. Human interaction with the environment. Human beings are a part of the environment. They depend on the environment to survive and are also able to modify the environment according to their own needs. The manner, the manner and extent of human interaction with environment changes from place to place and even from time to time. In figure 3 shows the four stages of evolution of human beings. Look at the picture carefully and find the different ways in which human beings have interacted with the environment over time. See, there are four pictures and how human beings have been interacting with environment in the ancient times, then in the modern times. You can see the various changes. Early humans depend entirely on the natural environment. They made tools out of stone and clothes out of animal skin. They hunted wild animal for food and later discovered how to make fire to cook their food. With the start of agriculture and the inventions of the wheel, life became easier. Over the years, humans began to interact more with others by conducting trade. Surplus food was exchanged for other items. The barter system of trade was slowly replaced by a monetary system. The Industrial Revolution, which exploited raw materials all over the world, brought about huge development. A few centuries ago, today modern humans live fast-paced life, dependent largely on technology. No matter how many technologies are developed, humans will still depend on the natural environment for their basic needs, like air, water, and food. Primary activities which sustain life even in the modern times, like agriculture, animal rearing, and mining, provide raw materials without which life as we know it cannot continue. In spite of all the technologies and modernization, human being will still depend on the environment and the natural resources. This is very, very important. We should respect the nature and protect environment. Threats to environment. Now, what are the threats to environment? Human beings not only interact with the environment but also modify it according to their needs. For example, early man would clear out patches of forest near a river in order to cultivate crops and build houses. Today, this modification is on a much greater scale as the demand of growing population and much more. Such modifications, when done without consideration to the harm done to the natural environment, is the biggest threat to the environment today. When the natural environment is exploited over and over, the damage becomes irreparable. Small disturbance due to such exploitation can harm entire ecosystem. Let us understand this with the help of an example. The population of honeybees has drastically reduced since 2006 due to the indiscriminate use of pesticide and due to climate change. Albert Einstein once said, mankind will not survive the honeybees disappearance for more than 5 years. You may wonder how honeybees helps human beings survive. Answer is actually very simple. Honeybees are a critical part of ecosystem because flowering plants depend on insect for pollination. Honeybees pollinate most fruits and vegetables all over the world. Figure 4 shows you what a vegetable market look today and what it will look like if honeybees become extinct. Along with the honeybees, we will also lose many species of animal, birds, and insect that depend on the plant's pollination by honeybee. The instinct of human race will follow soon after. So, my dear students, this is environment and ecosystem. And what are the threats? It is very, very important, necessary for us to protect the environment. Apart from modernization technologies, we have to save our nature, save our environment. So we could survive. Each and every insect or animal or plants, how they are related to each other. And it's very, very important that we should protect all this environment, not only for them, but also for our survival. This is all about environment. So you must have understood the environment. So let's be careful when we are interacting with environment and try to minimize the threats to the environment. Okay, students, after this, I'll send you the PDF also. Try to complete your books, get your books completed, and if any kind of difficulty or doubt you have, you can give me a call to clear your doubts. Till then, have a nice day. Take care. Be safe. Thank you.